All right, let's go. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse for the masculine. Man, she keeps coming up. I'm doing the earth signs first, and the matriarch card has come up in each of, she came up in Virgo and also in Capricorn, but on the masculine side. So you might want to cross watch those, Taurus, if you're not already. So the matriarch card in reverse, I'm sensing that the feminine energies for the month of April are feeling like they could use some mothering, and they're not getting it. Like, I'm getting a sense of feeling like you're having to do it all yourself. And, you know, getting into my meditative state that I like to before I start my readings, I was getting this channeled message from my guide saying that some of you are just tired of feeling like you have to do it on your own, and the message is you don't. And that's not necessarily to say that you're getting the help from the masculine, but the message was you have divine, universal, God, goddess help on the way. It's already here. It's already happening. It's already done. So when you're in this space, feminine, of feeling weary and tired and you wanting to be mothered yourself, it's sort of a hard card to see in video because there's so much going on, but there's a grandmotherly figure here, and she's taking care of the roost. There's 2 younger children, and behind her an older female, which I was looking at this card earlier because actually this is the card that came out for the daily free energy card reading that I do every morning too. So it's been very prevalent today. I'm recording this on, what's today? Thursday, March 29th. And we're coming up to this full moon energy here in the beginning of April, towards the end of March. But it's almost like she's on a sewing machine, like this little girl is making something, and I feel like the energy's flipped over for you, feminine. In the beginning of April, I don't feel like it's going to last all month, is that you have to repair things like in your immediate environment. So comment below, let me know if that's resonating for any of you. And meanwhile, back at the other ranch, the masculine is feeling a little bit frustrated in his material realm and what he has to offer the feminine. I don't feel like he's coming from a place of abundance right now, and reevaluating how perhaps he's earning money and how he is earning the financial resources and any of his resources. I feel like he's focusing on that in April and taking a look at that, and it could be in his career and job front. So let's see what's going on subconsciously for him. Yeah, so with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, immediately under that in his subconscious energies, it's like these things at work are taking his attention because some plans need to be revamped and some projects need his immediate attention. That's pulling him away from the feminine. And I feel like this is pressure, outside pressure from bosses and higher authorities and higher ups, people that he has to answer to. Maybe he messed up on something and he has to explain himself to these other project people that he has to answer to. And it's a little bit of an uncomfortable circumstance for him to be dealing with, but it's in his immediate environment and something that will be taking his attention in April. So let's see for feminine. You have another major arcana card, the Judgment card. And what I was saying that I was channeling in my meditation before my reading for you guys was that you have divine love and support on your side, always. These figures here down below, like the angels are calling at you, they're shouting at you to pay attention and just look up. And I feel that it's appropriate that this card, how it's arranged, is that they're actually coming from these deep, dark holes of their subconscious and being drawn to the light in a way that is undeniable, that you cannot escape feminine in the month of April, in order to get the sense of feeling safe and secure in your life, because your outer circumstance or your outer experience may not be reflecting that. However, on an internal experience, you have to create that for yourself from the inside out. And your angels and guides want to get your attention. So pay attention to the little ways that they're offering you support and utilize their support. They're there to help you. All you have to do is look up and ask. Physically say it out loud. Yeah, and in that way, this card bugs me. I just have to say that. This is just an annoying card. And I mean, it's annoying when it's upright, but in reverse, maybe not so bad. And that's a judgment, good, bad. So we won't go there. But it's like, don't be sneaky feminine. Don't be so this is in your conscious mind, feeling like you have to cut corners in order to get ahead, or spying on people, or sort of sticking your nose in business where it doesn't belong. I feel like it's going to get you in trouble. So sort of keep your head down in those situations where curiosity might get the better of you, is the message that's coming through. And I'm just smirking because this card is a little bit mischievous to me. I'm getting this mischievous energy and this sense of, well, what's the harm anyway? And that tape running in the back of your head, like it's no big deal. But I want you to lay low, feminine, in April, and not meddle in things or with people or situations that could be a little testy. So watch your words and how you're communicating with people, and keep on the up and up. Keep honest and righteous and peace and love in your heart, so that you don't feel like you have to take something that's not yours to be taken. Okay? Let's move over to the masculine. The Three of Swords in reverse in his conscious mind. So the masculine is dealing with this work situation. However, in his heart, like when he comes home from work after a hard day's work, it's like I'm feeling him feeling a little weary. Not as drastic as if this card was to be upright, but I feel like he's taking some alone time, Taurus, to mend his heart, to give himself the space and the solitude he needs to recreate in his body and his soul, on a soul level, where he's come from. And not only, I don't even feel like this is from an immediate past experience, but even from his childhood. Like he's dealing with rewiring how he regards his childhood, how he regards his familial relationships. And undergoing this assessment and understanding of some of the deeply locked pain that he holds in his body about it, and allowing himself to decompress from that and let it shift around and sort of break up and loosen so that it can be felt to be healed. That was an interesting message, but that's what was coming through. Let's look at the outcome card. The 8 of Swords, upright. So let's see what the masculine brings in is the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the feminine has the Magician in reverse. Okay. So the feminine brings in this feeling of, like, feminine, I feel like you're just getting your shit together on your own, and you have to in April. There's no avoiding it. There's no way around it. And you're coming to a very elemental, basic understanding of what needs to happen in your life, of these inner conversations of how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, and your self-love. I feel like that is being worked on in April, because the result so far from not having attained this elevated state of being where you feel like you have all the tools at your disposal and you're super empowered and your vibration is raised and you're able to sustain that level of high energy in your life and throughout all of your relationships, from this divine love place that your angels are wanting you to establish in yourself. When that's not happening, this is the outer circumstance that arises. The feeling of being trapped, essentially, in a situation that is out of your control, and a little bit of a victim mentality, which is not empowering, Taurus. And what that has the masculine respond to, in a way, I feel that this is his response to that energy, is sort of a sharp tongue and looking the other way and sort of ignoring the feminine. I feel like the feminine is feeling a little bit ignored by the masculine, and when she experiences that in her consciousness, I feel like she wants to employ this type of energy of being sneaky, or maybe like spying on him, or trying to get information from other people about him and what he's up to. But really, it behooves you to not go in that direction, feminine, because the result of it is not going to get you what you want. I want you to focus on this judgment card here of your ground forces. Your ground forces, who are your elevated spiritual divine guides and angels, who see the bigger plan for you and trust in their guidance and trust in their wisdom of how they're speaking to you and their messages. So pay attention to your dreams, because this is in your subconscious area of the reading, feminine. So I feel like for the feminine, your dreams are going to be really powerful and bringing you illuminating ideas and allowing you to process things in your dream state in that dimension to unravel. I just got this, like, the brain being unraveled from all of these ropes, tightening it and tightening the thinking. I feel like it's going to give you some breathing space in your mental space to be able to approach and handle your waking life with more ease and grace and peace in your heart. So let's do an oracle card for you guys. The Wild's Kuan Yin by Alana Fairchild. chime in below, Taurus. Let me know, comment below on what's going on. Like, give me a few details. It's not an area to vent by any means, so be responsible in what you share. But I do like to hear from you, and I do read all of the comments. And it's cool as a community to help, to share in a way that helps one another understand that you're not alone and you're not undergoing these energies singularly, but that it's a shared collective energy, and you're part of that pool of energy right now experiencing this. So let's do this one. Oh, we've gotten that one before. I don't know if you have, but I've definitely pulled that card. Desert Harvest, number 22, which adds up to a 4, which is the foundational number. I want to make sure it's recording. After all that, it is. Okay. Many of my divine children take time to cultivate their offering to the world. Your soul, even with your fire and ambition, is capable of great patience, endurance, hope, and faith. What was I saying? This faith card for you guys. These spiritual qualities allow for the development of a truly exceptional offering to the world. Rest assured, my divine one, it is never too late. In fact, your time for full blooming is just now starting to come into view. Oh, I love that. I love that message for you guys. I feel like it was divinely ordained. Perfect timing.